This was really cool when you introduced the shamanic drumming, and maybe if you can explain a little bit of how that works. I'm just gonna check on the real quick. But you can
Continue?
Yeah.
Okay, this is the buffalo drum I actually made in a shamanic drum class that I took. There are these two wonderful women who own Shamanic Fire Reiki. They're on the Midtown on the east side, around 5th Avenue and 57th Street. And they teach, they empower women to learn how to play the drum, to heal themselves, and to empower themselves. And, after I was learning how to play the bowls, I was like, even it just opened up my curiosity. I was like, what other high vibrational instruments are out there that I can use? And so it just dawned to me, the drum. So I started researching drum classes in the area, and then this drum class just popped out to me. It was like another calling just popped out to me, just like I had to go to this class. And I'm like, I'm not a shaman. Like, why would I take shamanic drumming? Not that I don't believe in a lot of that, and there's a lot of woo witchy stuff, but it's a lot of spiritual stuff that I have never even heard of sometimes. But something told me to go take this shamanic drumming class, and I did, and it was just what I learned in that class. It was just like, I can use this with the bowls, like they also follow the chakra system. They also follow the vibrational system and clearing out the chakras, kind of like similar way what they do in the bowls. And I was just like thinking to myself, what if I combine what I learned in the shamanic drumming class with kind of like what I did with the bowls? So basically this all started at one big experiment.
That's so cool.
Just like vibration is vibration. Why not combine it all? Yes, they taught me just to scan the chakras lightly like this and bring you into, with the drum meditative state. The faster you drum, the longer you drum, it kind of puts you in a trance, and then your soul goes on a journey to find your spirit guides. That's the shamanic way. Which is, yes, I believe in that too. But then, because I'm a vibrational sound therapist, I like to
really kind of get in there.
Push the
That's
vibration
so cool. I wish you
into the
guys
body.
can feel that, because it's
and
really.
And when I told them
felt.
that I wanted to do this at the end of the class, they're like, "Well, we don't really do it that way, and you're supposed to, not. You played a little too loud." I'm like, "Oh, but I love the vibration.
Yeah.
And the bigger the drum, the deeper the vibration. The more I could push it into the body and into each chakra." And so that's what I started doing, combining it with the sound baths with the bowls. And then I believe since everything vibrates. When I put the crystals on the body in each chakra, when I do the drum over the crystals on the body, the vibration of the drum will push the vibration of the crystals deeper into the body. So you connect more with the crystals in a faster rate than if they were just lying there by themselves. And I do the same thing with the bowls. When I play the bowls over the body, when the crystals are on the body, the crystals don't even have to be on the body. They can be in the general area, in your aura, on the side. As long as the vibration travels everywhere.
Right.
And so when they're in the general area, everything vibrates. The crystal vibrates, your body vibrates, the bowls vibrate, the drum vibrates, everything's vibration.
And they help each other
and then
out.
in the end, when I'm playing them over together, they will resonate. And eventually, eventually they're like this, and eventually they'll be in sync. And when they're in sync, that's when you get in harmony, and that's when health starts happening. That's when the healing starts happening. And that's when blockages start getting cleared away. That's when the body starts repairing itself, and cells start rebooting and resetting themselves.
So it's almost you're going more or less from in a chaos to order component, from frequency and tone, from one aspect to another. It's really cool, and the cool thing is that you feel it. As you're going through the experience yourself, is you see that happening. There is, for example, if I recall experiencing all of this, a point where it was almost like turmoil inside me, and I wanted to just move, and things like get stirred up, and then it's like that breath that you said.
Let it go. That's what I keep saying in this session. You have to remain fluid. You have to. I try to tell my clients to imagine they're floating on water.
Be like
just
water.
Kind of be fluid. Go with the sounds. Go with the vibrations. Move with them, because the more fluid you are, the easier the vibrations go through your body, and then you can let things go. Your body will start shedding things that it doesn't need. That's mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually.
Right.
Things happen on all different levels. Vibration.
And the concept, I think, of the combination of doing that, if you really think about it, these are ancient practices, right? Thousands of years, and that we've had this wisdom as a species to look at frequency and vibration. And actually, there are, and I like to always tie it into chiropractic, because I'm a chiropractor, but there are techniques that are only focused on tone, on specific frequency of the body, right? And I look at that a lot when I work with people as well. So that's why I knew this was definitely an asset, and also just an overall area that I can't, as a practitioner, allow my patients to experience, that are only experienced through the vibrational healing, through the bowls or the crystals or the drumming.
And I do offer just, vibrational healing with the bowls, or just a crystal session, or just a drum session. But I don't know, maybe because not that I get bored easily, but I'm always curious. I was just like, it's all vibration. Just combine it all.
Right.
It just happened to be one experiment, and I started experimenting on myself at first, and I was just like, oh, this is kind of working. And I started experimenting on my friends, and they actually started getting results. I'm like, is this really happening? And no one's ever really done it before, combining everything like this.
Right.
I mean, I'm not to say this, I'm the first one doing. Now it's where people are calling it crystal Reiki sound brass, but I call it sonic crystal Reiki because I trademarked that, by the way. That's sonic cool. Crystal Reiki, because it's just more than a crystal Reiki sound bath. It's all about the vibration.
Yeah.
And so sonic is sound and vibration mixed with the crystals. And believe it or not, it was just crystal energy. Crystal Reiki is just combining crystal therapy, crystal energy with Reiki. Reiki, I also just got certified Reiki 1 and 2, my Reiki master, it's about 2 years ago, right after I did the singing bowls, because I was just like, people saying, you don't do Reiki, but you do crystal energy healing and singing bowls. It was just like, it just makes more sense to do Reiki also combining into it. Reiki is using, the traditional symbols, and Reiki is just also energy healing and vibration when you pick up with your hands. And so I was just like, it's all vibration, right? It should all just go together. It makes sense.
That's really cool.
And and one by one, and believe it or not, when I I didn't really first open the studio, my teacher was just like, hey, after I got her master certification, you want to come work for me? You can come rent out my studio. I have time on the weekends if you want to start practicing. I was like, great, I'm honored. That'd be awesome.